Hey everyone, how's it going? So today's video, this is just me talking about this year 2019. And I gotta say 2019 sucked. Or it does suck. Because the year's not quite over yet, but 2019 sucks. This year has sucked so much balls that it's ridiculous. I'm sure a lot of you out there have not had a great 2019 year. I'm sure some of you have. If so, good for you. But I'm sure some out there have not been having a great year in 2019, and I'm one of those people. I mean, first off, there was the deaths of so many people, including some celebrities and also YouTube personalities. I mean, there was the deaths of, Cameron Boyce, which is still hard to believe that he's gone. Cameron Boyce from Jesse, Luke Perry, of course, Russi Taylor, Valerie Harper, Tim Conway, John Witherspoon, YouTubers like Etika, who took his own life. There's also Emily Hartridge. I mean, she passed away on July 12th of this year, and today is exactly 5 months today that she passed away. I mean, it's still hard to believe that Emily is gone. I'm used to checking out her YouTube videos on Mondays, and since she passed away, it's been so weird not watching, videos on her channel on Mondays. I'm not used to that. I'm used to tuning in and watching her videos on Mondays, and that is no more. I'm surprised like her boyfriend or her sisters haven't like uploaded any like updates or anything new on her channel since then. Maybe they just thought it was best not to do that. I don't even know if they knew what was Emily's password for them to get into her channel. Keeping, in touch with the fans and whatnot. I don't know. I'm sure her boyfriend is obviously still having a hard time, still grieving over her death. And, I had a Aunt Claire that passed away at 90. And then pretty much already a month, which is hard to believe. My grandmother, who I consider my Nana, passed away. She was 73 years old. Apparently, based on the death certificate, she passed away of a heart attack. I don't know if she happened to have passed away in her sleep when she had a heart attack, or if she was alive at the time where she had a heart attack and she just went like that after. I don't know. But from what I've heard, apparently she was found in her new apartment that she was like in there for like night. It hasn't even been 2 months since she moved into her new apartment, but apparently she was found like hunched over. So I hate to say this. I'm afraid that maybe she must have passed away when she was alive, when she had the heart attack, and she must have suffered, unfortunately. I obviously will never know, but I don't know. It sounds like it sadly sounds like it because she was hunched over. I mean, but that's obviously been tough. I mean, I only have one grandmother left that's still alive. There was the whole, Popeye's chicken sandwich with the two guys fighting out of the, outside the restaurant, and then the one man died while, during the fight. Um, yeah, that was pretty messed up. You know, this has got to stop. I'm sick and tired of hearing the news about somebody fighting over something so idiotic that it's not even serious. It's ridiculous. I'm tired of hearing about people dying over food, dying over a Popeye's chicken sandwich, dying over, a sandwich in general, just food in general, or dying over a girl. They fighting over about, I want her to be my girlfriend. She's my girlfriend. She's going to be with me. And then they pushing each other, and it leads to violence. And then one of them is gone like that. Okay, why are you fighting over a woman? I know you love women, but fighting over it is not going to make things better. I'm sick and tired of it. Enough. And I'm mainly referring to the black people that act this way. Not all, but some of the black people that act this way. And I've seen and witnessed, black people doing this. Like, this is ridiculous. Have some common sense for the world, for the black community, for crying out loud. This is ridiculous. Don't you have some respect for yourselves? My goodness. Let's see what also sucks about 2019. 2019 sucks for the late Michael Jackson, since that Neverland documentary bullcrap came out, where people are trying to assume that he was a no good pedophile and a child molester, which I think is bullcrap. I don't believe the man was a child molester or pedophile. He loved children. He was just a misunderstood soul that idiots just don't want to comprehend or understand or not buy into that. It's ridiculous. And because of that documentary, you have people who used to defend Michael Jackson, or they were, his so-called friends. They all of a sudden just threw him under the bus and just disrespected him. I mean, you have Corey Feldman, who used to defend him, talking about, oh, I can't defend him anymore. I just can no longer do that. Why? Because of the documentary? Why? Are you afraid that people are going to say you're a pedophile, or you're a freak or a creep for hanging out with Michael Jackson? How about you just ignore them? Ignore them. Stop worrying about what people think. But no, Corey Feldman think he too good. Whatever, Corey Feldman, you sell out. And not just him, also Oprah. People, thinking Oprah and Michael Jackson were, like good friends. But then all of a sudden she talking about, oh yeah, he was a pedophile. Really, Oprah? Wow. Way to throw Michael on the bus. And I know she was a part and had to have some type of responsibility with that Neverland documentary. Oprah, how could you? Like, for real. And then you have Sheryl Crow, of all people, who I'm sure she used to defend Michael Jackson, but don't anymore. I think 2 months ago, she had a nerve to come out and say that Michael Jackson did weird, disturbing things when she was a backup singer for him during one of his tours. I believe it was Bad, the Bad tour. Yeah, the Bad tour. Matter of fact, here's a picture of her back then with her belly showing and whatnot, and she's performing with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson with his Bad era look. But she says that he was doing weird and disturbing things while on tour. And I'm like, really? If it wasn't for Michael Jackson, you would have no music career, okay? And how do you repay this man back? By throwing on the bus saying that he was weird and did disturbing things while on tour? Really, Sheryl Crow? You done lost your mind. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know who Sheryl Crow is. Yeah, the singer. And I think she used to date, and I think was once engaged to Lance Armstrong, the former racing cyclist. Sheryl Crow, you got something else. Go sit down somewhere. Stop throwing Michael Jackson on the bus. And then I heard that Elton John and Michael Jackson were friends, but also a couple months ago, apparently Elton John is one of those same people that's throwing Michael Jackson on the bus. Elton John said that Michael Jackson was a mentally ill and disturbing person to be around. Yeah, Elton John. Elton John? Why? Not you, of all people. Not you, Elton John. I thought you and Michael were friends. Now you throwing him on the bus talking about he's a mentally ill, disturbing person? Elton John, no, man. What are you doing, Elton John? Like I said, Michael Jackson is still rolling in his grave. He continues to roll in his grave because of the people that he thought they were his friends, threw him under the bus after his death. And I want to go back to the whole people fighting over and killing each other over stupid things. Here's my thing. When our parents was growing up, they wouldn't get along with certain people to the point that they will fight, to work it out. They'll fight and beat each other up, but then after that, that's over. They'll move on, and who's to say the people that they were picked on, or people that were messing with them, they would end up being friends. Back then, our parents in their generation, they would fight fair, but nowadays, people don't want to fight fair. They all about condoning violence. In this generation, I prefer people to fight their battles and fight fair. I don't want this generation to continue condoning violence to think that's the best way to work things out. No, I want this generation to be what our parents' generation was, where we fight fair and not include guns and knives and other violent stuff. Okay? Fight fair. Think before you do it. Where's the common sense at? Also, I've lost my job at Caravan Night in Auburn Hills. Well, because at that point, I thought that I wasn't going to get my job back. but I was just laid off for a while. And, I returned back to work on August 23rd, that Friday. So I've been back for almost 4 months now, and I'm glad I'm back because I really thought that I wasn't going to be back in my job, and I took it personal and I was pissed off about it. And then there was where I didn't pass the class in the winter, where I thought I was going to graduate 2 days after the Big Bang Theory series finale, but I didn't, and I was depressed and bummed about that pretty much throughout the entire summer, where I just couldn't wait to go back to school. I had my ups and downs and my doubts. The only good thing and the bright side of this for me is that at least I was able to return and take this English 1060 class, and I've done very well with this class this fall semester. Um, I pretty much turned in all my assignments. I've met some great classmates. I got to chit chat with them and talk to them a couple times. And so tomorrow's the last day. We're supposed to be having we're having a pizza party. It was my idea to the teacher that we should have a pizza party after our hard work. For the sake of having fun until the season, before Christmas and whatnot. Once this class is over with, I'm gonna miss all my classmates. I'm afraid I probably won't be able to keep in touch with them after, or if I'll see any of them next semester. Since I don't have any friends. I can't join any clubs at school because I don't have the transportation to like stay for hours and make friends at clubs. And then my teacher suggests that maybe I should try to make friends in the cafeteria. It's just that some students be on their laptops and talking to other students, and or they on their headphones listening to music. I prefer not to, interrupt them if they happen to do homework or they try and listen to music. Not to say they wouldn't mind, but I don't know. To me, I just rather try to talk to somebody if they're not doing homework or listening to music. But at least yesterday, I was, letting some students know that if they ever get stressed out when it comes to their final exams, they can go to the library and have some snacks and um, color on some coloring sheets to, so they'll feel better and won't be stressed out. And they appreciated that. So there's that. That's it. Uh, Tell me if 2019 sucked for you.